everyone, it's Lynnea for LDRS Creative, and I'm bringing you another card using the Birthday Bash stamps and dies from HSN. This card I'm going to use a handful of the little critters from this stamp set and kind of create a little birthday scene for them using a stencil from my stash. I started by stamping the characters that I knew I wanted to use for my card. So I have the little rhino bursting out of the present. I have the monkey with the bat that he will use to hit the piñata. I have the piñata, and then I also have the flamingo. I'm keeping my coloring quick and simple. These images are small, so they don't require a lot of blending. I'm using 2 markers for each color that I need. So for instance, for the yellow shirt, I use 2 shades of yellow. For the little blindfold, I have 2 shades of green. And I just like to keep my coloring quick and easy and simple. I start with my darkest color, add down some shadows, and then if I need to, for this flamingo, I do have a medium color, and then I go all over with my lightest color. Again, I keep my coloring quick, simple, and easy, and I like to start darkest and go out to my lightest color. That gives me the deepest shadows that I can get when I color. I'm keeping my colors bright and happy, but keeping the critters themselves colored pretty traditionally. But don't forget, you can always mix this up. You could have a blue flamingo and a pink rhinoceros if you wanted to. After my coloring was complete, I used the Birthday Bash coordinating dies, cut out all those images, and set them to the side. And now I'm grabbing my A2 Confetti Spotlight stencil. This stencil is one that I have in my stash from LDRS Creative, and I love using it for birthday cards or anything celebratory. It has a few different pieces. First, I added the frame onto a piece of A2 cardstock, and I'm using a medium dark purple ink and just going around the edges here. There's these little slats in the stencil, and that's going to allow me to stencil a border. I'm keeping my stencil in place and coming in with a lighter purple, a more lavender shade, and I'm going to add a little bit of color to the background. My stencil is still in place, but you can see how this is going to start looking here because you can see the ink blending starting to appear on my card. Now I did cut my card front just a tiny bit bigger than the stencil, and that's okay because I'm going to end up cutting it down later. Here's the second piece of the stencil. This is a confetti piece, so I laid that right over top of that lavender portion that I've already ink blended, and I'm going back with my original dark purple color and blending over the top. Once all my ink blending is done, I'm going to start arranging my characters how I think I want them to go. And I know that I want my piñata to be hanging from the ceiling of their party. You can do this by adding a piece of twine or a ribbon, but I just grabbed a T-square ruler and a marker and drew a little line, and then I will add all of my characters onto my card front with foam tape. I also used the Birthday Bash stamps and stamped a sentiment near the bottom right underneath where that piñata is going to go. It's not quite center, but with all the characters around, I don't think anyone will notice that it's slightly off center. Then I used foam tape to add this panel onto a purple A2 card front, and this card is done. I think these little Birthday Bash critters are so cute, and I hope you do too. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye!